Okay, I think it's on. I think it's on. Let me make sure. What up, people? Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me do a little sound check. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. Pause for a second. All right, my bad. If you are here, you are new. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Let me say this before I get started, right quick. Um, I don't even know. Listen. I'm supposed to be working right now. Honestly, I supposed to be doing some paperwork on the Saturday that I didn't do yesterday. But anyway, I got up earlier and I was just minding my damn business, kind of kitchen. I think I slept in and smoked too much yesterday or something. I don't know. I mean, that had been some good weed. I'm telling you, I was out of it. Anyway, um, I am, of course, on this journey as well of it's like doing content stuff like that, and it's I'm gonna tell you how I came into context with both of these situations. So we're gonna what we're gonna do is it's not gonna be the video that I thought it would probably be. Hold on, out 2 seconds. Let me check some. All right, hit like, hit subscribe. We're good to go. All right. So anyway, this Love Jones and StormMonroe thing. Let me tell you how I came into context of this. So that we're gonna be like a little bit just not nosy, but I'm not gonna join in on a bandwagon of bash nobody because I don't know either one of them. I know um I'm a new follower or a new subscriber to Love Jones recently. Now, how I came into context with Love Jones is I got into this whole thing with the Somali community and them saying I know black and stuff like that. And she came across my thing. Well, no, actually, let me tell y'all how I came across Love Jones. Now, it's just what it is. Now, listen, for reference, I don't know now. I don't know none of y'all. If y'all come over here, if y'all even see this for reference, I don't know. I don't know now one of these people. I don't know now one of them. I'm just going from a perspective of what the fuck I done seen with my broke ass glasses. You know, being a little bit of nosy. Okay, and we're gonna be nosy together. Okay, so um, I was watching. I'm a big thing about watching different things about um politics and things like that. So I came across the kind of like the FBA and the whole and the African and Jamaican community thing, like with Foundation of Black Americans, and she came across my feed and the thing because that's what she was thinking it. However, I came across African. Check this. It was a lot of Africans, a lot of content creators from other countries using her content on YouTube because I'm not a big TikTok. I don't go over to TikTok a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there, but I ain't. But I noticed that from I YouTube a lot. So I was like, damn, but they sharing our content like sharing hers. So anyway, that's how I came across her. And so I actually went to TikTok myself and actually found her and how to follow her, this and it. So I just kind of love the way that she's intelligent, a black woman, and I love the way she comes off. She's very intelligent. I love the curly hair is bouncy. You know what I'm saying? She reminds me of a she's different. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell, she got vibe. She got vibe. So anyway, I loved her fight for black people. I think I love that. I think that's what brought me to her. It wasn't, I didn't even know. Listen, check this for me. Cause listen, one thing that my best friend always says, she always says this. She says that the best thing about being human is and recognizing being human is that you're a human just like I'm a human just like you. And even though we're both human, we're living a totally different experience. Isn't that awesome? Ain't God good? So um I've known a StormMonroe. I can't remember what we get to StormMonroe in a minute, but just how I came across her. This the first time, like I said, the Africans was online using her content to make money, and they was using her content, and they was streaming her content from TikTok over on YouTube's to get paid. That's how I came across Love Jones. Okay, I didn't even know. I know it was StormMonroe, but I didn't know that they was, anyway. So this just happening like for me waking up. I'm like, what the fuck? They know each other? So I'm like, okay. So I've been watching Love Jones for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But recently catching her from the stand frame of that. And so when I seen Country TV, now we're gonna get to Country TV because Country TV is a little different before we get into this thing. So watching that, I was like, damn. So anyway, when Love Jones is really, she's intelligent. I feel like, whatever, but I love her. Like I said, back to the long story short, I love her fight that she like out there we in right now with black people. So anyway, for black people. So anyway, so yeah, so I got up this morning, minding my business, just minding my business, and then I came across the stream of what we finna watch in a second. We came across stream of Conscious talking about talking about it. Had the thing popped up, like you got the thumbnails right down there. Now listen, yesterday I was moving down. Yesterday I had smoked. I was moving down yesterday. It's cold in DC. I was moving down. Shit, I was what I was doing. Shit, I was smoking and watching. I think I watched like a lot of Marvel shit. I had started on Captain America, Infinity War. Did this, yeah. So they would just meet. So anyway, I got this earlier, and I started to see the thumbnail. This is what sparked my entrance of this thing, because the thumbnail from Country TV said, "Hey, he said, what the fuck?" And it had a picture of Love Jones and a picture of StormMonroe. Now I know StormMonroe from like the whole thing with like Tasha K stuff like that. That's why I kind of like um but I know something wrong. Like I don't really be over there because I'm more of like politics news stuff like that. But StormMonroe I know of him too. So but Love Jones kind of more attracts to me is like I would go and watch her mainly because I feel like us as black people in America they have our ancestors never said that the fight was over. And I think each one of us need to continue that fight, no matter how the fuck we got to continue, whether it's here online, down the street, tell your brother, tell your sister, but we got to continue that fight. So I definitely understand that. So I think for me, just started off because I got things to say. I do appeal to, she does appeal a lot to me. Because I mean, even though I'm part of LGBTQ, girl, I don't get no fuck. This is just unapologetic opinions. Because I ain't got time for this shit. This is just my opinion because I'm a different human. Living my own different experience like you. So anyway, let's go. Let's get started. So, Conscious TV. Before we start this is what gets me. Now, Country TV, I love Country TV. Now, look here. Now, I don't watch a lot of countries because countries, like I said, like for me, I am definitely more of like very much. I like different shit. I just like different shit. But I think the baby is doing great. I love Country TV, so shout out to Country TV too. So anyway, let me go to this. Okay, so anyway, Country TV. What got me is okay for one. So I'm laying in my bed watching TV. So my TV, my room dirty. Excuse my TV right there. Okay, so listen. So I'm laying in my bed, watch it, and the thumbnails come across. So how my TV is set up when I'm on YouTube, the thumbnail kind of like the thumbnail comes across, but it starts to play a small reel of it. So when I see it pop down, I see in this green. And this bitch was, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I'm tickle. This bitch was sitting up, baby, play that Megan, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the bitch don't move. You know what I'm saying? The bitch don't move. The bitch just be. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? Confident ass motherfucker. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's black. Okay, yeah. We come in all different shades, bitch. Okay. But yeah, I fuck with this. So anyway, this is what because it seemed like, I don't like I say, look, I'm a subscriber to all things of country TV. I went and definitely I follow Storm. I think I follow me personally. Okay, so my opinion before I just go into this, I follow, I try my best that when I see a black, I guess I'm say this, a foundational black American YouTuber or content creator, I think it's about do that. I go and follow all of them. I just do. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the thing of is that we all have to support each other no matter what. So I just go my original thing is I go and I will follow all, um like saying anytime I see a black content creator. So yeah, whatever. So I'm not biased. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's the thing in me, like the Malcolm X fight, it's just that part of me. Anyway, so I just see me sit up there, child booming to me. And I seen the thing, so they really intrigued me because I didn't even know these two do each other. This is me because I'm like, bitch, what the fuck I been? But I'm kind of older, so I don't be knowing what these young folk got going on sometimes. So anyway, sitting there, and then okay, so I'm really intrigued by this point, of course, like I'm saying. So now let's get into the content. If you are there, if you come in, if you watch this back, hit the like and hit the subscribe. And that's all you got to do to support the channel. I don't need none else from you. I don't need none else from you. All right? None else from you. I don't need none else from you, man. None else from you, man. None else. That's all I need, man. I need you to do hit like, man. All right, man. Hit like, man. Damn, man. Hit that like, man. I hit it. I was on the train the other day, and somebody heard me talking on the phone. He stopped. He said, "Can you say music?" I said, "What the fuck?" And he said, and I said, "What the fuck you mean music?" He's like, I said, "Oh, I get it. You want me to say music?" It's a thing. I don't know. It's a Memphis language that we have. Okay. Shout out to South Memphis. Shout out to North Memphis. Okay, 38106. All right. All parts of it, North Memphis. Okay. Anyway, let's get to this. So this is what drugged me in down this little bit rabbit hole we finna go down. So let me get my little pad out. I did. I went and investigated. Listen, bitch, I was concerned because I was like, they know each other. Bitch lost. What you? They know each other. Girl, anybody told me nothing. Anyway, so this is what I did. So okay, so we're gonna go. I had wrote that down for Jones. So we're gonna go to. I had the beginning of before we start. I had the beginning of like which I want to go through, but it's gonna be easy because what I thought this to be. Okay, before I get deep into this, now we went through this whole introduction. Welcome. From what I thought it to be, no, this is not gonna be the same content. You know what I'm saying when it comes to StormMonroe and Love Jones people gonna show because when I went to YK, I don't go deep into shit because I'm that's not my thing. I don't go deep. I go look at the surface. That if it's interesting and intriguing, I'll dip my head down there. Okay, what the hell? Oh, okay then. All right. So y'all pretty much get to see how I gotta do. But shout out to both all content creators. I love all my black people. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all fucking awesome. I just love y'all are funny as hell. But y'all, this shit, yeah, I'm gonna say that at the end. Okay. So anyway, let's go to this. So no, let's go to conscious. Let's go over here to conscience. I love CTV. Let's go over here. Now, CTV, I know CTV probably will never see this. But yeah, baby. I love everything that baby about. I'm telling y'all, fuck y'all. Bitch, you guys want to say, bitch, you gotta fight me about where from. Bitch, I want to fight you. You see, okay. All right. So oh yeah, y'all, let's go back. Remember, I was saying, I would tell you, this baby got style. See, this baby got style. Okay, this is what you call androgynous. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, this is the definition of androgynous. It's like see, androgyny is with like a prince. You know what I'm saying? Like me, sometimes I think I can kind of float if androgynous, not too much, but maybe But this shit, you know what I'm saying? Androgynous. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like So you know what I'm saying? The bitch cold. I love it. It's like a big masculine, like it's, you know, it's them. You know what I'm saying? So I love it's conscious, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this what got me in the beginning. Let's go to this. So this is what kind of sparked me. We're gonna chime in on these. This what we gonna do. So when we go listen to this, Conscious starts off by saying, you know, about him being about spirit, about them being a spiritual person. I don't know Conscious. Okay, just put it out there. All because I'm gay, we don't. It's like I don't. All of us don't know each other. Okay, I'm gay. That don't mean I know everybody that's gay. Okay, we don't know, like we don't do things like that. Okay, so okay, so this is the green I was talking about. Like, yeah, I was like, okay, then what the fuck? Then I heard the Megan too. I was like, yeah. So anyway, let's get into this part where it snaps me because we ain't gotta be here that long. But let's go into this part. This what grabs my attention in the beginning.
Person. I get a lot of hints and
Hold on, y'all. Hold
hunches
on.
to
Let me reset this. I gotta hold on, y'all. All right, sorry. Let's go.
my intuition, right? So a few days ago, something was like, girl, what's going on with Storm? And I think what had aroused my intuition is that lately Storm has kind of been speaking about like cleansing and freeing his life up and getting rid of weirdos and getting rid of treachery and getting rid of succubus and incubus. And then my intuition was like, girl, could he be talking about the Love Jones show? Now, for those of you who don't know, Love Jones has been a longtime collaborator of StormMonroe. They've done features together on his platform, her platform. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Storm is really what popped the Love Jones show all the way off. You know, now to her credit, you know, she's taking it from there and being able to carve out her own niche. Okay, but you know, a lot of us did not know who the hell Love Jones was until StormMonroe and her started collaborating, right? Now, the feedback from their collaboration has been really interesting because the Storm Chasers, which is what Storm calls all of his supporters, they have like mixed reviews on Love Jones. Some people love this for Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think, you know, seeing him with a lady friend and seeing the feminine energy in the room is really nice and refreshing for Storm. And then other people can't stand the hell out of Love Jones, girl. Like, want her to depart immediately, girl. You know, pass, go, and don't even collect 200, girl. Just get the hell.
Now, mind you, while watching this, I didn't know none of this shit. Okay, I didn't know none of this. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm a human like you, separately living a different experience in life. So I didn't know none of this at all. So anyway, let's go.
Hell up out of her. Okay. So I was like, well, let me go see if there's something to this hunch. So the first thing I did, obviously, and it was this community wall post first and foremost that did it for me. Okay. Because I was already feeling like, girl, what's going on? I haven't seen them around in a minute. Okay. Boom. So Storm made this post like 23 hours ago. And this just kind of brought confirmation that he done did some type of
Now, check this, right? So, wow, because we're gonna skip this. Now listen. I hope countries don't come in. I don't know, because I know countries, kind of big or whatever. So, hope I don't get no copyright. But this just you like listen. I'm gonna do like a little Joe said. This is fair use, country. Country. This is fair use. I'm advertising your outfit and your style, and I'm giving honor to the motherfucking king. That's what I'm doing. So don't give me no copyright conscience. Listen. Okay, so check this. Uh I didn't even know this, right? This is all new to me. So I'm sitting in the bed, like, hold on. Let me wipe the boogers out my damn eyes. Bitch, what? Hold on, baby. Let me go brush my teeth and get me some coffee. This intrigued me. Okay, this a badass outfit. But baby, I wonder where to get that coat from. Where to get that jacket from. That's cute. Anyway, I got up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? So check this.
Clearing, and it appears to me that he done cleared Love Jones. So he said, y'all, one thing about this season is I'm grateful. Truly, I'm grateful. When you finally clean house, cut off the spiritual leeches and let God show you who's who, the peace hits different. Some people were attached to my energy, but never added to my spirit. Some were smiling in my face while draining me dry. And some were only connected to the access, but not the assignment. But what? Deacon Storm. Y'all, what done hit Deacon Storm? Baby girl, who done called Deacon Storm to the carpet and then activated him like this, girl? Why you up here talking and preaching a word
He
right
is
now?
so
Somebody
motherfucking
have
entertaining to
please.
me. He is entertaining. I
So
love it.
he continues on to say, but I released all of that. I'm
Okay.
lighter, I'm clearer, and I'm honestly better off without them. If you've been struggling to let go, take this as your sign. Protect your.
Okay, so let me say this in the middle of this. I'm not gonna make this long. It's gonna be probably like maybe I do like maybe like 40 minutes to get past all what I got to say because I won't ever I usually this is not type of content I usually make. I really been aiming, I don't know. It's a different battle. But I would say this. Yes, sometimes you are going to go through life and sometimes you are going to even me, you're going to lose people. Okay. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose sometimes family, and it's not even sometimes not saying to being unalive or a passing or something like that. Sometimes it could just be relationship or whatever. It's a part of life. The thing what you do with that is you choose to take from that experience that you went through with that person. Sometimes you don't have to make it really anything bad. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to make it bad. You really don't. You ain't got to make it bad. You can make that a good experience because, like, before we go into what got me was I don't know Lil Jones. I just kind of watch her from that angle of TikTok, the FBA thing, what I'm saying, Somali, what I'm saying, whatever that's my thing of. So I would to go into this little small deep dive to go look down on the surface because we ain't going that low. Mm-hmm. You're gonna go down the block. We going down the block. We don't have a block. So in that deep dive of it, she seemed like a pretty cool, genuine bitch. You know what I'm saying? She sounds she cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She thinks she really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? She cool. You know what I'm saying? She probably got some ways. Cause my best friend Sean, she a Virgo, and I know the Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, she's a very real ass person. So, my when I went to go watching her side of it, I just kind of like, it changed my entire thought of some things. For side of it. So, anyway, but yeah, you're gonna lose people. So sometimes that might come shockingly because sometimes sometimes people cut you off. I've been cut off. You know what I'm saying? I've cut people off. Me, now my problem is I am a big cutter off. I'm an Aquarius though. I'm an Aquarius. So a lot of times I do give you warning. I do give you warning. Aquarius, we give you warning. It's like we give you very much of a warning. We give you signals. You sometimes you ex God say, God, give me a sign, or I'm I me, I'm the type of person where I've grown, right? So it depends because I'm a healed Aquarius. I've heard the term. I'm a healed Aquarius. Okay. So me being a healed Aquarius and still progressing. Um, a lot of times, I say, hey, ding, I don't like this. This bothers me. Okay, before I go cuckoo cocoa pops and go into listen, this bothers me. Yellow. Look, see this yellow shirt. Caution, Aquarius, yellow shirt. Caution. We give you warning. Caution. Hey, don't cross. Like you mean Aquarius, right? See the yellow shirt? I'm an Aquarius. This is what we are saying. This is what Aquarius will say. Caution. Hey, caution. I don't like this. This doesn't feel right. Notice those signs. Cause you're gonna get either two ones. If a healed Aquarius like me, I'm just gonna walk the fucking way and be like, child. Uh-huh. All right, next. All right, thank you. And I don't have to come back and speak bad about you or make a video about you, a blog about you, anything like that, because unless it's like this situation that we talking about right now, hell yeah, you got to cover some shit. You got to cover some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them are large entities. You know what I'm saying? In a way to me, because I'm small. I ain't nobody. I am a nobody. I'm just a nobody. Try to tell everybody about somebody. I'm just a nobody. Try to tell somebody. Oh, about somebody. I'm just a nobody. 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 I'm stupid as hell, man. Anyway, oh, excuse me. So back into this. So yeah, back into this. So my thing was, sometimes you don't lose people. Okay. Oh yeah, and also happy Saturday. I see when you mind your own business and you really don't be into things. See, sometimes you miss things in the day. When you mind your business, see, sometimes you don't get the news until a day later. It don't even be your fault. You just don't get the news until a day later. Who would have known? You know. All right, let's go back into this. So this is back into StormMonroe and what he's saying about the cutoff.
Energy like it's sacred because it is. Here are a few verses that hit. Oh, girl, not he didn't reach into the biblications, baby. Not Storm, not Deacon Storm, child. Didn't dip off into the biblications and cited Matthew 7:6, which says swine. Throw in an old nasty Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart. A 2 Timothy 3:5 have nothing to do with such people. Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked. Oh, see, baby, that gave me a quickening. That gave me a quickening right there. Okay? Amos 3:3.
So entertaining.
Can
He's
talk.
so
walk,
entertaining.
can
So
two walk
entertaining.
together unless they be
Lord, I love it. So entertaining.
agreed? If they couldn't walk with me in purpose, they can't stand with me in this next chapter. And guess what? I'm good with that. New season, new boundaries, new blessings. Let the leeches stay gone. All right,
2026
then
shit.
he
Y'all know how y'all
added
young.
the
You know how young
scripture
folk
here.
do that. I always
Leech,
get
the sign of
you still
jealous
always get. I don't do
energy.
that no more
When a
because
leech
we all
enters
know
your
that.
home, it
You know,
reveals
but
jealousy and envy
2026.
aimed at your relationship or happiness. It's time to cleanse your space and protect your connection, meaning cut cords with jealousy, guard your love. Okay, then he added this: energy drainers, spiritual leeches, or emotional leeches are people who that deplete your energy, joy, or resources, leaving you feeling exhausted. Greed and insatiable desire. In scripture, the leech represents unquenchable thirst and a metaphor for selfishness and materialism.
I'm gonna pause right here for a second. I want to say this. I think from seeing the outside of this before we finish up, because what I'm not gonna do, this is not gonna be a long stretch. I really just came on just to kind of, put it about 2 cents because, like I said, I love every one of these, every one of these black, young, beautiful people. Okay. Hopefully, things will mend along the way as they do, because everybody is meant to sometimes encounters or sometimes for a blast. I think sometimes I think for StormMonroe, if it's a cleansing, you know what I'm saying, I take him at his word that, you know what I'm saying, he feel like whatever. I think that him combining, I think CTV, I look good is what he's here, but he did get something that was probably unnoticed in the eye. So I think from looking at it, that's probably like that's his channel thing, right? He catches like something that people aren't looking at. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. I like that. But anyway, in this, I think where where Stone was kind of wrong at, the baby was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Bro was wrong. Because it's like the timing was so bad, And the thing is, but I can't say he was wrong either. That's wrong of me to say that because he didn't tag her. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't know, like from what I've seen, we finna go into before we end, she didn't know neither. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like a knock in the head situation because she didn't even know. And sometimes, I know for me being Aquarius, I know from my thing of this, I have been like that. I would, and then it went because I mean that's my way of doing it. But I think in this situation it could have been did like a lot better. I just hate that it went to this level of. Well, we got to talk about it now. So anyway, yeah, I think the time of like that combining her with that because I don't. a succubus, especially in the Bible, it's like
that never find
child, it's funny.
satisfaction, parasitic habits and thoughts. It can also refer to negative thought patterns, addictions, or sinful ways of thinking that attach themselves and slowly destroy inner peace. Warning against toxicity. It serves as a warning to recognize and release toxic relationships or beliefs that hinder. I'm going to assume that says spiritual growth. Oh, Storm really went there, girl. He's in his bag, honey. He's in that fizzle. Okay, and I can't even do this because I got to put it up on my computer. But he continues to define what that means. Now, what's interesting for me is that I thought I was the only one who was feeling this way. You guys know I've been talking this way, girl. I've been doing a lot of cleansing over the past few years of my life. I'm healthier and happier than I ever have been. So to know that somebody this close to home for me is also in this space. I know Dr. Reed is also entering into this space. There are so many people around me who are feeling the call, baby, to clean it on up. So here it is, Storm. Hold on, y'all. Let me move my camera to the side. I'm too close to this damn.
While CCTV talking,
remember, Kyle,
okay, it's good time. I'm telling you, commercial time is really good. Ain't God good? Sometimes it ain't that bad to have it. Listen, so let's check this out. So I didn't know. So I listen. I don't know. Like I say, listen. I love my black people. So everybody know everybody. I didn't know that. I didn't know like how everybody was connected. You know what I'm saying? So this is really good to kind of like get the information. Like, okay, then so cool. Everybody, all right. So cool. All of them cool with each other. I see that. That's so good. I'm glad at least they know each other. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Love about black people. I'm telling you, we are some intriguing motherfuckers. If it was aliens, if it really is, which I know it is, I know aliens got to be looking down on Earth like sometime, like these some ratchet motherfuckers. Entertaining. Let's go.
Storm done cleaned it on up, child. All right, so I was like, okay, so this might be potentially an Easter egg that the Love Jones show might have got swept up in the spiritual bleach that Storm done thrown on every aspect of his damn life at this damn point. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this out of the way. So then I was like, well, let me take it one step further. So I went to Storm's channel. I typed in the
baby nose
Love Jones show. Enter. Shit. And guess what, baby? Not a damn thing come up, girl. None of their collaborations come up. They've done an abundance of collaborations over the past few years. Baby, Love Jones ain't nowhere in sight over here. Okay? It's gone, girl. The live streams are gone. The pre-recorded material is gone. Everything is now gone. So then I got my nosy on for the more. So I went over to Storm's Instagram page, and you guys know he goes by the Celebrity Doctor now on Instagram. And he was initially following Love Jones, but he's also not following her ass on Instagram either. Now, I don't know whether it's just an unfollow or whether he done blocked the shit out of her. I also noticed that he don't follow her ass on TikTok, girl. I just kept going down the road.
This baby nosy is hell.
Make sure when I came up here to ask the question of what the fuck happened, I wanted to make sure, girl, that something had indeed happened. So between the community wall posts and then Love Jones being nowhere in sight on his platform, and he's not even following her on any social medias anymore. I was like, okay, I got calls to hit Storm up personally and ask him like, my nigga, what's good? What's Gucci, girl?
Now, we're going to pause right here for a second. So let's swap. Now, this is what happened. I paused for it. And now, I listened through this. So while I get listen to this, I'm like, damn. Me being who I am, my black ass. I'm like, damn. I wonder did Love Jones have something to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if she had something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You know, like I really, because I mean, I didn't even, for one, like I said from the beginning, me living my own different experience. I ain't even know these two was even combined or even knew each other. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if she got something to say about the shit. All right. So luckily later on, after I had went to the store and stuff, came back, came back home. I was just scrolling through YouTube and luckily it popped up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm subscribed to her. And it popped up like, hey, you know what I'm saying? She like, oh shit, she did a review. This is awesome. I'm coming in late, but god damn it, I get everything at one time. That's why I don't like watching shows sometimes. You know, you watch a TV show. One thing I don't like about watching a TV show is like series. I don't like when they bring out shows every week. You know what I'm saying? Just bring me out the whole fucking season, bro. At one time, I ain't just one time, one time. So yeah. So anyway, let's do this. I want to swap. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? It says no. Okay, so I'm gonna do stop for a second. If you are here, you are here, you are clear. Hit the like and subscribe and be here. Okay, so um, let's look at what Love Jones, the reply is right after this. Now, this is what she is saying in the middle of this. We're gonna mix them together. Yeah, we can go back and edit later. Is this yeah, this hers. This hers. So we're gonna go back. My notes tell me, hold on. Hold on, let me go to my notes. It told me to start it. Why I want to start there though? Because I think back here. So let's start here for a second. Okay, yeah. We don't want to record no brokers other. Yeah, no. Sorry. Okay, okay. So this is like literally like this is me on Saturday. I don't know shit. Okay, so let's go. So y'all, I was gonna go listen to. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's go. It says 3:56. Okay, okay, y'all. I'm sure y'all
Few
this.
people
Here we
kept
go.
sending me this. Like one of my subs' son even sent me a cash app to tell me that this was going on, and I was like, "What
Now
the fuck
this
is
is
going on?"
now this
So,
is
yeah, I had no
Love
idea
Jones on the other
what was
side of
going
this, right?
on.
So
I'm
this
very much out of the loop,
check this.
and Conscious TV was very courteous and nice when I went over to his platform. It didn't seem like a shady vibe, and I know him
Okay.
and Storm are very close friends. They're very much in cahoots with each other. So, I and I'm gonna open the call lines.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ready,
open the
baby.
call line. Let me hold up.
Uh-huh.
Let me make a
Okay.
all right,
Shit, little
let's
sick. Pray
share the
for. We're gonna
screen.
pray.
So, oh, it's
Jesus,
a lot of
Jesus,
y'all
heal
over
up
here.
body,
Y'all
God.
are
Heal
some
up.
nosy,
Heal
messy
up, God. In the name of
books.
Jesus, God. Everything that's wrong, God. I want you to bind it up.
Okay,
Send it back to the piece of hill from which it came.
let's
The name of Jesus. Amen.
hold up. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we should shouts out to Conscious TV. Conscious TV, do not strike me down.
Exactly. I'm
Fair
with her on
use.
that.
What's
Conscious,
going
leave
on?
us
I don't know what's
alone.
going on either. I don't know what's going on
You too,
either. So
love.
we're
Leave me
gonna find
alone.
out together
Fair use,
because
fair
I have
use.
no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna
Okay.
be
Promoting
so
black
fucking
content.
honest
Go
with y'all.
subscribe to all
So
these
I'm gonna
people.
put
So
up a
Storm
prompt
to
for some
Conscious to look to
donations if you
subscribe
guys
to
want me
all
to open the
everybody.
call lines for some super chats. After I get 10 super chats within
Baby,
the
she was making her
next
money though. Let me
45
tell y'all
minutes, we
something.
will open the
Look,
call lines. Okay, I
the
started
black
the
woman
call.
smart. You ain't finna get her store
All
for
right,
free.
so let's turn the volume up.
Okay, so no, okay. Let me go. Let me
Oh,
go to
excuse
this.
me. And
Let me
let's
go.
hit
Okay, let me go back to this. Let's go to 1330.
but
Let's go
again,
to
I'm
1330.
not in.
Let's go to 1330. Because I think that's why I wrote it down for a reason.
So,
Let's go to this. Let's go to this.
so
may or may not know, like I'm a spiritual person. I get a lot of hints
So
and
okay, so this is
to
I think this is the part
my
we're gonna look at right here. So this is the part
intuition,
where
right? So a few days ago,
now is it a hunch or intuition, or is it something that you and Storm decided to do? I don't know, because I do know, that they are cool. So I don't know. I didn't hear about any of this. I have no idea about any of this. So
right. Me neither.
Yeah, this is just very odd.
Something was like, girl, what's going on with Storm? And I think what had aroused my intuition is that lately Storm has kind of been speaking about like cleansing and freeing his life up and getting rid of weirdos.
Now this is her
getting rid of
listening, like, and I didn't even know that because I didn't watch all of Conscious Live, so I didn't know she came in on the end of it until she said she did. So I didn't know. So you know what I'm saying. So I didn't know. So we just here.
Can he be talking about the Love Jones show? Not for those people who don't know.
So is he alluding to the fact that Storm is basically calling me a weirdo, a succubus, and a treacherous leech? This is very, very interesting. Hey, it is what it is, child.
Love Jones has been a long-time collaborator of StormMonroe. They've done features together on his platform, her platform. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Storm is really what popped the Love Jones show all the way off. You know, now to her credit, you know, she's taking it from there and being able to carve out her own niche. Okay, but you know, a lot of us
gotta give her credit for that. You don't gotta give her credit if that's true.
StormMonroe and her.
So I'm gonna say this in the middle of this. So so one thing about, so I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of them. Okay, I look. We are all black, so I love all of them. But I don't know any of them personally. So I have no dog in the fight. I'm just nobody trying to tell somebody. Okay. So anyway, one thing she did not stop. She did what Love Jones did not do is Love Jones did not she did not like stop that part, because okay, so clearly this is thing, and the thing is, like, listen to her, I think it's so hurtful for her in the way as well. So, you know, I think it's a day of mourning is always okay for friendship, because I've mourned. I had a best friend I had for almost two friends I had for almost like 20 plus years, right? And I had to mourn my 20, and you know what I'm saying? But the friendship was over. You know what I'm saying? I was grown to be a different person. I think I had did things and they had, I don't know. So the friendship was over. You know what I'm saying? One of them I had to cut, one of them cut me, and it was just what it was. So, you know, that happened. So, you know, I think for her finding out this way is a trip too. So, you know, so, but yeah, I think for her to take whatever she got, I think, and it's like I said a minute ago, like I was trying to say, I'm sorry, let's go back. I was saying was, the thing is about this is that you can take from this situation, right? Is that no matter what, still, is that from that, StormMonroe has a large following. You know what I'm saying? And from this, even though the blast is hard, she's going to kind of arise like a phoenix, because no matter what, this is going to bring a lot of attraction to her platform. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? What the devil meant for bad, it can be for good. Even though, so both people are getting, in a way, she's gonna get it in it seems rough at first, but still, like, I like the way she's still giving respect to Storm. She didn't come off homophobic. She didn't say anything, and I love that. And I like, yes. So this sold me on Love Jones for me. Okay, it sold me. I agree with everybody's feelings, but it sold me on, like, you know what I'm saying, she cool shit, because I didn't know who the fuck she really was. Because sometimes people get on there and you'll follow them, you hear that voice, but this right here kind of like, oh, so she, all right, bit. So let's listen to her response.
Started collaborating, right? Now the feedback from their collaboration has been really interesting, because the Storm Chasers, which is what Storm calls all of his,
shout out to the Storm Chasers.
They have like mixed reviews on Love Jones. Some people love this Storm. Some people think, you know, seeing him with a lady friend and seeing the feminine energy in the room is really
I have
nice.
What the fuck I've been? I had never seen collabs.
And then other people
I'm
can't
so
stand
old.
the hell
I
out
watch new shit.
Love Jones, girl. Like,
I have to watch new shit.
Depart immediately, girl. You know, pass, go, and don't even collect 200, girl. Just get the hell up out of her. Okay?
Didn't know that either.
I was like, well, let me go see if there's some.
I don't think she's crying, by the way. I think she got a cold, so she was sick.
Hunch. So the first thing,
but I think she's finna start crying in a moment. I mean, it's emotional though. In a way, if you, I mean, I don't know. I'm Aquarius, so everything is emotional for me.
Okay, because I was already feeling like, girl, what's going on? I haven't seen them around in a minute. Okay, boom. So Storm made this post like 23 hours ago. And this just kind of brought confirmation that he done did some type of clearing. And it appears to me that he done cleared Love Jones. So he said, y'all, one thing about this season is
the way that he reports the news. I love it.
When you finally clean house.
And the thing is, I didn't even see this community post. I haven't even caught any of Storm lives because I've been so busy and so consumed with my own life and my own content and doing my own thing that I haven't even. Because somebody asked, like, "Are you still a moderator over there?" I said, "I don't even know. I haven't even clicked on his. I don't even know. Like, I feel like I've seen that he was live about Diddy or something like a couple days ago, but I didn't even watch it. And honestly, I'm not going to try to find out because, you know, if this is what's going on, it's okay. And when I said I don't care, I really don't. Now, me saying it's a little humiliating and embarrassing to find out this way is two completely different things. It is because I didn't know any of this was a thing. So it is a little like, it stings a little bit. But do I care to where it's going to affect my livelihood? To where I'm going to go on a rant for 40 days and 40 nights? Whereas I'm gonna make content about this nigga every day. Whereas I'm gonna try to call and reach out. Fuck no. Hell no. And I'm never gonna bash him. I'm not gonna get up here and talk crazy. Like I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just doing this channel, but I'm doing this video right now because it's content. Like I know everybody's going to be talking about this. So people are gonna use it for content. So the fuck am I? And before anybody try to misconstrue my words or make it seem like I said something that I didn't, you know, I want you all to hear from the horse's mouth first. I don't have an issue with StormMonroe. If he wants to clear house and I'm a part of that, it's okay. You know, I have things in my life that I'm dealing with and going through, and people, places, things, all sorts of shit in my life. We live two completely different lives. He does not know my personal life or, you know, who or what I got going on. And I don't know what the hell he got going on. And we were still able to maintain a really solid friendship as far as I was concerned, outside of that. You know, we never would be like questioning each other, like, well, what you got going on? Like, you know, it was just like, don't ask, don't tell for the most part. So,
okay, so that is, so we stop right there. So now let's go back to, I wish I can just swap it. I don't know how to swap it. Yeah, let me swap it. So fuck it. Go back through. Now we're gonna go back over to watch Unconscious. Check this out.
I asked him what happened.
So yeah, so
because I had texted him. I was like, bro,
Conscious called over there. Storm house. He called over there on the roller dick's phone. Called and said, "Bitch, what the fuck going on?"
So this was his official statement to me, girl, through text. He said, "This is all I'm gonna say. Over the last few years, I've had more dead weight and leeches around me than I'd like to admit. Although I've had a lot of good times, I must be honest and say that these leeches added nothing to my life. Going forward, all dead weight is removed and all leeches are dead on arrival. I'm not giving out any more gifts or stimulus packages. God bless."
Good break, because like it's such a good break. It's such a good break because what's so funny is, like, what's so tripped out is like, seriously, like, what I love about is not funny because listen, I'm just like, cool, all right, ain't in this shit. Don't come over here with this shit. I'm just minding my business, bro. You see, I ain't got no money. I still got 80 even got premium. So leave me alone. But still though, the way that ooh, Lord, I tell you, I swear to God, we need to get like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I know we got like wild to present with them, but we need to get like a full, like, they need to go here, they need to go grab these other fuckers. We need to do like a full like network of just like like gay world and black woman like together, like mixed up for some reason. Like, whoo, baby, we are the most entertaining and loving people in the world. Let's go. Sorry, on my phone wrong. Right, that's what got me. Nothing. And you should be able to at least exclude. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be the plan? Uh, yes. Okay, sorry, I had a phone call, but yes. Okay, so it's a good pause, good break. I'm saying this is good time. If I can edit this right, this would be a great video to come back on. If you come in for the full live, welcome. Hit like and subscribe, and that's how you can support the channel. Like so, like Conscious is saying, like you know what I'm saying. I think we was all kind of like, this has to be something dramatic. I'm not sure what happened though. You know what I'm saying? Was it something, or is it like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hate the crossfires. I do hate it. But what happened? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened? So anyway, I don't know. What happened? I'm asking it too. What happened? Mm-hmm. Oh shit, y'all. You know what, y'all?
This is
I
going
am
to
so
be good
sorry, y'all.
news to the
I am so
storm
sorry,
chasers
y'all. My
who
bad.
never liked
Listen,
Love Jones to begin with, because a lot of them
listen.
felt like she was a user. A lot of them didn't really like
Yeah, I
her
gotta go back just a
politics
little bit.
like that. A lot of them just
I
felt
hate
like she
this.
didn't add to the table.
Hold
I mean,
on,
she didn't
y'all.
bring to the table. A lot of people just really
Hold
didn't
on.
get
Let's
it. A
go
lot,
back.
a lot of people found her stoic. Didn't to me, girl,
Y'all,
through text. He said this
I don't know
because
what
I
y'all
had
didn't
texted him. I
catch,
was like,
but
girl, what is
listen.
the tea? What
This
is
is
going
why I hate this.
on?
Let's go back. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's replay this to make sure we got
So
it.
this was his
Because I had
official statement
the
to me,
thing
girl,
on.
through text. He said, this is all I'm going to say. Over the
Mm-hmm.
last few years, I've had more dead weight and leeches around me than I'd like to admit. Although I've had a
Now
lot
this
of good
is
times, I must be honest and say
right.
that these leeches added nothing to my life.
Mm-hmm.
Going forward, all dead weight
Damn.
is removed and all leeches are dead on arrival. I'm not
I'm
giving
already
out
here.
any more gifts or stimulus packages. God bless. So he didn't exonerate Love Jones, girl.
Right. So if he didn't exonerate her,
He
you know,
didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He didn't
what
exclude
happened?
her,
Like I was saying,
girl.
like just a minute ago, what happened?
So
Sorry, y'all.
what the f- has happened between Love Jones
We're
and
almost done, y'all.
Storm? Now, what's interesting is that Storm is kind of one of the most stoic, almost robotic AI. You know, he's a Terminex 200 bitch. All right. So if Storm is in his feelings about something, if Storm is moving from his emotions, because Storm can almost put up with anything. Okay. Storm is surrounded by a
I
lot
don't
of
know Storm,
toxicity.
so this is, you
And
know,
the reason he can survive that shit is because he be so far emotionally removed from shit. So whatever has happened has been dramatic. It's been very dramatic. I don't know what that is. Now, what's fascinating to me is that this is going to be good news to the storm chasers who never liked Love Jones to begin with, because
why they ain't like her?
A lot of them felt like she was a user. A lot of them didn't really like her politics like that. A lot of them just felt like she didn't add to the table. I mean, she didn't bring to the table. A lot of people just really didn't get it. A lot of people found her attitude to be arrogant. Now, these are not my sentiments. You know, I'm not here to divulge my personal opinion of Love Jones. I'm just here, you know, reporting the sentiments of the people, girl. So the storm chasers since there seems to be a exodus that has happened
Mm-hmm.
and an eviction notice that's been provided, some of them are going to be very, very, very satisfied that they don't have to see Love Jones at least, anytime soon. And a lot of people over the years have also questioned whether even Storm really wanted her as to begin with. Some
Wow.
people said that, she was too ghetto, she was too fucking hood for him, that he needs a classy girl and all of this, girl. So I'm concerned.
Right. Me too.
I'm concerned, girl, about what the is going on. I've
Mm.
known Storm for years
Mm-hmm.
now. For Storm to kind of take it this far and
Okay.
actually get rid of motherfuckers. But we ain't honestly seen this since he got rid of Tasha K.
Right.
That was a dramatic exodus plan and exit
They drug the hell out of each
strategy.
other. If y'all don't
Okay,
know,
but
they drug
now
the hell
he done
out of
did another
each
grand
other.
sweep.
They
I
did,
don't know
man.
if the sweep he's done was possibly aroused by whatever him
Mm-hmm.
and Love Jones situation was, or rather something else catastrophic took place, and then
Mm-hmm.
he just started clearing house
Mm.
and wrecking shop, girl. But what do y'all think, child? Do I need to? Oh, you know what? I don't. Girl, I feel like if I drop that link, girl, it's gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy
Hold
if I drop
on.
that link. Oh, not
Yeah.
y'all calling Love Jones Diana.
Uh-oh. Okay, so now let's go back over here to, we're gonna go back. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to Love Jones and what she was saying, right? Check this.
Whereas I'm gonna go on a rant for 40 days and 40 nights. Whereas I'm gonna make content about this nigga every day. Whereas I'm gonna try to call and reach out. Fuck no. Hell no. And I'm never gonna bash him. I'm not gonna get up here and talk crazy. Like I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just doing this channel, but I'm doing this video right now because it's content. Like I know everybody's going to be talking about this. So people are gonna use it for content. So the fuck am I?
Right.
And before anybody try to misconstrue my words or make it seem like I said something that I didn't, I want you all to hear it from the horse's mouth first. I don't have an issue with StormMonroe. If
I would
he
say
wants to clear
this.
house and I'm a part of that,
This gonna be a good
it's
edit.
okay. I have things in my life that I'm
But
dealing with and going through, and people, places, things, all
I
sorts of shit
think
in my life. We live two completely.
so over here being unapologetic, you know what I'm saying? Like you can hear like what she's saying though. I fuck with what Lil Jones is saying. It's like, because we all know, like, what I'm saying, Storm is part of my community, you know what I'm saying? And she she isn't being homophobic, because she really can as a black woman, she can really use her vice and her, because people have a niche for that. It's a niche for that, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you say, it's a niche for that, you know what I'm saying? And people sometimes they feed into it to get girl following. And I think what I have respect for Love Jones now is, and nothing is like, because sometimes you can end relationships, you can end friendships or whatever, and it don't have to be on no bad note. Sometimes you can just stop fucking with people because, like, you know what I'm saying, you just it's so it could be that, or it could be something that they did that choose, like an Aquarius like me. We give caution, like, hey, I don't like this, and sometimes people don't hear you because they wrap up in their own worlds, and then it's too late. Sometimes that happens, and then it's just too fucking late. And it's like, what happened to them? They're like, bitch, I'm tired of talking. I said this a couple times. I ain't like this. So I don't know. I don't know how they operate, but I know me. I think I'm hearing that. I think Storm is a Taurus or whatever. But Taurus are very bullheaded ass people too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like being Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes Taurus can be so bullheaded they don't see that maybe they bullhead. That's probably caused it, because you were so wrapped up in your own thing and your own word, because it's like they want to be, to be Taurus is kind of like, hey, I'm the attention, you circles on me, and then when you don't give it to them, you like, man, fuck you. It's kind of like, oh, the word is over. Fuck you. No. So it's two sides to the story, you know. But yeah, man, I just hate this. I hate this is even going down, because, like I said, I love all my black content creators. So anyway, this is gonna be a good shop. So for the people that get the live to see it, you get to be here. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Let me see. Okay, let me go back So this is Love Jones replying to what's going on.
Different lives. He does not know my personal life or
We're
who
almost
or
done.
what I got going on.
And
And
then don't go back
I
and
don't know
chop. It's
what the
probably
hell
take
he
about
got going on.
30 minutes.
And we were still able to maintain a really solid friendship as far as I was concerned. Outside of that, we never would be like questioning each other, like, well, what you got going on? Like, it was just like don't ask, don't tell for the most part. So,
Okay.
I don't know. It's just it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Cut off the spiritual leeches and let God show you who's who. The peace is different. Some people were attached to my energy, but never added to my spirit. Some were smiling in my face while draining me dry. And some were only
this is her listening back
access, but not
to
the assignment.
Conscious, the beginning of the show.
Storm. Y'all, what them hit Deacon Storm?
Deacon Storm. Who Deacon
Baby
Storm?
girl, who done called Deacon Storm to the carpet and then
I don't
activated
know.
him like this? Girl, why you up here talking and preaching a word right now? Somebody asked the damn.
He didn't say anything bad about me, or he didn't mention my name, but CTV said that he asked Storm about me specifically, and Storm said people were parasites or whatever the case may be, and then Storm blocked me on Instagram and unfollowed me. So clearly I'm a part of.
Okay, so y'all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back
of this list of people.
Let's do this,
and that's okay.
We're gonna go back. I will try to hear a little bit of this. This is the beginning, and then we're gonna end, right? Okay, so let me say this to everybody before I finish up, because I don't want to go into the deep thing, because it's already been an hour. And child, I got shit to do. I gotta come up bedroom up. I gotta wash clothes. It's Saturday. I gotta get my ass to fuck up. I gotta do some tests for work because I ain't got time for this shit. I want my boss calling my ass today. I ain't worked up in it. To everyone in this full thing. To Conscious, I love you. I fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? The green outfit, I love it. Yo, content is just unapologetic, and I love that. To Storm, your content is unapologetic, and I love that. To Love Jones, your content is unapologetic and definitely black, and I love that. And everybody has their own aim, right? So I would say you know, love to every one of them. And I want everybody to gain from this. So if you are here and you came for the business, you are not going to get that message from me. I just want you to hear both sides of like, damn, like at first it was like, damn, you ever see somebody get hit, you know what I'm saying, out the blue. And I felt that's like what it was for her. So what I'm gonna do is to show you the emotions of somebody finding out. So this is the ending of this. So as you see all that drama in the beginning, right? It's just all drama. Okay. So I'm gonna go through like her finding out about this. And I think as people go into that, people want to hear like the drama part of it. But this is like over here for Tank Talks TV. Welcome to this platform over here. It's gonna be a little bit different because friendship sometimes to people can be networking or like whatever, what have you. But it seems as though they probably had like a bond, because from like what I can tell from her reaction, like listen to this in the beginning, this is what grew my heart for what she was saying. Okay, this will part what grew my heart. So we're gonna take a few minutes to listen to this, and we're gonna close out. And and I'll go back and edit it so you can catch this. But this is Love Jones' reaction, really in the beginning of her come on to her live. And really, really, this is the part I think a lot of people are gonna miss, but I'm gonna highlight.
Exactly right in the way that they're supposed to. Is it conscious? Okay, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday. What a way to kick off the weekend.
So this is her, like,
I would have camped up, but I'm not, child. I'm sitting up here. I ain't got no damn bra on, child. My head is sticking up all over the place. I was laying in the bed watching Netflix, or was I watching Prime? I think I was watching either Netflix or Prime Video.
Right.
And a few people kept sending me this. Like, one of my subs' son even sent me a Cash App to tell me that this was going on. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So
you're at the end of this. Hit like and subscribe.
What was going on? I'm very much out of the loop. And
so we're gonna listen to this for a couple minutes of this now.
Conscious TV was very courteous and nice. When I went over to his platform, it didn't seem like a shady vibe. And I know him and Storm are very close friends. They're very much in
Just
cahoots
pay
with each
attention to this.
other.
Like, listen
So,
to this.
I
This, like, if you on the outside,
and
like
I'm
looking
gonna
at it,
open
right?
the call lines.
If you don't know nobody,
Hold on, you
if
guys. I'm
you
gonna
don't
open the
know
call
any of
line. Let
these
me
people,
put.
right?
Hold up. Let me make a
You just listen to this as an outside
All
perspective.
right, let me
This is
share.
where
Let's
I
share
will
the
listen to this
screen.
from.
So, it's a lot of y'all up in here. Y'all are some nosy, messy
Yes,
boobs.
baby, this is messy, bitch. This is a messy situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's.
Okay. It was messy.
Imagine being able to build an app
It
with
was
your
messy.
name on
It was a
it
messy
just by
situation for
thinking
this,
about it.
listen.
Meet
We
Base
all put that hit out the
44.
dirt.
Hold up.
But this part right here, and it gets me. It just, I
All
don't
right, so
know.
shouts out to Conscious TV. Conscious TV, do not strike me down. Fair use, fair use. What's going on? I don't know what's going on either. So we're gonna find out together because I have no idea what's going on. I'm just
Literally,
gonna
y'all. And
be
this is what she's saying, y'all. She didn't
so
even know what's
fucking
going on
honest
either.
with y'all. So I'm gonna put up a prompt for some donations if you guys want me to open the call lines. For some super chats, after I get 10 super chats within the next 45 minutes, we will open the call lines. Okay, I started to go. All right, so let's turn the volume up. Oh, excuse me. And let's hit play. Oh no, we playing music. Wait, so we gotta mute it because wait, why?
Let's go back.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it
We investigating
just by thinking about it.
I'm gonna chop this
Meet
up.
Base 44.
Going on because clearly I don't know what's going on.
Okay, yeah, this part. My bad, y'all. Let's go.
Hey guys, hello, new subscriber, welcome to the show. Okay,
let's listen. Let's be
up,
nosy. Let's listen. We all being nosy. Let's listen.
This is very impromptu, very random. I was going back and forth for like 5 minutes. Like, do you want to talk about this? Do you not? And then I'm like, hey, it's content. Everybody else is about to be talking about this. So why not get ahead of the curve? Like life happens. So apparently Storm unfollowed me on Instagram, which I didn't even, let me look to make sure that's true because I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. Like, and then somebody's like, well, how you don't know? Because I have a lot. My personal life is very complex. I think we went over that earlier. Anyway. And I have a lot of things going on. I was covered all of one fucking time to try to call a truce. Other than that, I never have people doing seance and fucking doing witchcraft and all types of shit on me because of me and my proximity to somebody and how hard I was riding for somebody.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, so let's get past all the emotional shit I was saying about a black woman finding out. We all know how she found out. Fuck all that sentimental shit. So fuck it. We're gonna rearrange this how we do because we're unapologetic. Because I ain't got time for this shit. I'm ready to get out of here. That's the only thing I want to do about it. Because I don't give a flying fuck. Okay. Hit link, hit like, hit subscribe. Okay, I love all these people. Go follow every one of them right now. Go over there, conscious. Go follow him. Go follow our people. If you're black, go follow them. Give a fuck. We got to set aside things. We got a bigger mission on the way. These Smiling's taking over Minnesota. We got they'll here share y'all content for free. They ain't asking y'all. They ain't pausing to say shit. Go follow these black folks. All right. So let's do this, and I'm gonna do my ending.
Emotional lashings and a lot of virtual bullying because of StormMonroe. This is true. So for him to say he's drained and people were sucking him dry, I don't know what I did. I don't know, but I'm only saying this to say if he felt that way, I felt that way as well. So I understand. Like this was not just a one-sided thing to whereas I just was easy coasting, riding on a coattail of a man and I just brought absolutely nothing to the table or I was not an asset or I didn't show up for that person or I didn't show love or loyalty or camaraderie with that person. Aside from one instance where I went on one person's live stream one fucking time to try to call a truce, other than that, I never did anything to go against this man. I never said anything out of the way to disrespect him or denigrate him or talk down on him or I've never done that. I've always stood by him and I've always spoke out for him and I got so much fucking hate for it. Right. A lot of fucking backlash. Right, like you just gotta lay out there and be honest. It was not easy.
Okay, so let me say this. So this is what gets me too. Because we could look at it from both sides. My glasses broke, y'all, because I was trying to look at this, make sure I could see the screen good because one of my contacts is messed up. or something. I don't know. I think I messed it up. But anyway, you can look at this from both sides, like she's saying, from both sides of this, like, you know, with the friendship or whatever. Before I go, because I'm about to be done, but you know, yeah, um, something something, because you can't say like people. I heard Country say that a lot of people that they wanted they wanted Love Jones to kind of like whatever, you know. I don't know. I don't know sure what happened. I don't know why they was like that. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. Whatever. But in that whole sentiment of that, you know, she's not aware of those things, you know. Sometimes people just not conscious aware. Me, I try to be conscious aware of all circles. So I kind of, you know, try to be conscious very much aware of circles. Like no matter what the fuck it is, I'm very much always like, you know, what you doing? You know, that's me. Okay. So, you know, she's not aware of that. And yeah, let's check this out.
Easy being connected to Storm, but because I really cared about him, and everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you're a
Man,
clout
it's so
chaser."
fucked
I
up.
could have been clout chasing with other people if that's just what I just wanted to do.
She
No,
could.
that
She
was
pretty.
really my friend. You know what I mean? Like we really was connected. We spoke all the time, damn near every day. Like it wasn't like
That's fucked up.
child. I feel like I'm going a little bit like a little
I know,
too
boo.
hard.
You not.
But
You
I
doing
just
good. You
this
doing
is the
good.
only time I'm gonna make a video like
That's
this.
right.
So I
Make your
just
money
want to
from it
lay
too.
it
They
all
go
out.
over there and follow that baby
Like
right
I'm
now.
not going to
Follow
disrespect
this black
Storm.
woman.
So if that's what people want me to do, I'm not doing that. I'm
Nope.
just speaking my truth
And
how
I respect that.
I feel. You know, like
And when you cut off links to people, or something like this even happens to you, I want you to take note. This should be I hope Love Jones goes back and really you can chop this up way. And like, if she does this specifically right, she could make this like a little bit of a like novel or series or whatever of how when a relationship's ending in, or you like the cutoff of like knowing how to respond to a public cutoff or a YouTube cutoff or a whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I respect her so much. Like I ride with her now because the way she didn't denigrate the man, she said her truth. Like, and I got a friend like that. I would say from my own perfect experience. Like if we had like to me, if I feel like we had a real true friendship, um, even like with straight people, sometimes like whatever, I have like a lot of straight friends. Even if I have like a friendship or whatever, and it doesn't end well or it doesn't go well, if we decide like, listen, this is not a benefit for me anymore as a friend, as an adult, as being a human being, as being almost a 40-year-old black man in America. Okay. Um, no, you have the right to do that. I do feel like sometimes you can communicate with people before you get to that point. But sometimes people don't, because sometimes people don't, they have communicated in a way that they know how. But I hate for this end of it for her to get that feeling of it, because I've been there before. But also had to give that feeling to people. So needless to say, you know what I'm saying? It's still just, it's all fucked up.
I also have felt drained and tired and like I'm tired of this. Everybody is fucking attacking me over a man or over things that I really don't even have anything to do with. But guess what? I stood 10 toes down because I chose to be on this journey with him.
No.
You know, like, and I wouldn't change it. Like I
respect her so much for that.
I would do it all over again. I would not change it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to cry because this is really sad.
Don't cry.
I'm not sad.
Please
but
don't.
This situation,
you got to mourn your friendships though. It's okay. It's adulting.
Sad, but it's like, you know,
her internet was breaking up, y'all. We lost what we got.
You have to mourn the end of an era, and that's what makes it sad. But we're gonna move on, you know. And I'm emotional for other reasons, child. My hormones are kind of out of whack these days, but that ain't none of y'all business. Either way, you know, I will always care about Storm. You know, like, so for this to even be something that's up for discussion,
right?
And that's was kind of like, damn, this is very unfortunate, you know. And then I feel like, this and that, like they're gonna use this as ammo to just spin a whole new narrative.
And that's people will. People
do what they do. People talk that shit. That's what people do, and that's to be expected. It's just really, really. I'm not gonna cry. It just made me feel a little emotional thinking about all that we went through together. How
Mm-hmm.
CTV be popping it. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And for him to write this dissertation talking about people using him and leeching him,
Right.
and for
I get that.
CTV to connect that to him talking about me, it's like, how could
Mm-hmm.
he ever think that I was just a parasite and a leech, as if
And she does sit like
people was draining him,
sound said
as if I didn't go through a lot of fucking emotional turmoil.
Well,
I'm going to show you the
well,
hidden
that's a good
settings
ending
that
for that
most
part. I'm
creators
glad they
don't
came
even
on.
know.
I'm glad they came on. So let's go do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So in closing, I'm gonna go back and chop this up. Forgive my little sign in the back. If you got to see this live, I'll open it back up. I did like a tried to shut down what, but I think it's I just rearranged it for public. But just letting you know. Shout out to all content creators. Love Jones. Shout out to Storm. Both of y'all. I love, like I said before, Black people. We got to follow our people. But sometimes friendships end like this. But I will say shout out to Love Jones for being such a, because I don't think that she realizes that, even though, like Country said, it is a niche, for people not to like her, in a way. I commend her for being that, like, for how I discovered her, even though it was wrongly discovered of an African stealing her content. As I repeat, ending of this video, a African was stealing her content by playing her content from TikTok on YouTube about FBA versus Jamaicans, FBA versus Somalians, and they were using this content over and over again, streaming her stuff. And they don't even give a damn about our Black actual entrance in America. That was a problem to me, and that's how I discovered her, and I actually went and followed her, um, because they seen the light in her like I seen, as well. And Storm has light too. All of us have light. Conscious has light. But sometimes friendships ends like that, and I commend her for not taking that bias, that really known aspect turn of, let me turn my Black American womanhood into a weapon and an eyesore to attack my Black LGBT man, take a homophobic stance. And I commend her for not doing that. It was like and I commend even my ex friends, I commend my ex friends as well for not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've had like a friend, well, maybe one that took a homophobic stance a little to me in a way, but not publicly in that stance. So, but I commend her for not taking that stance of, like, I'm going to bash you, because it is a niche for, and we all know that it's a niche for Black women that don't like gay men, you know. So for her being big as she is, I don't think she sees how big she is, but I think from this, she will soar. Her following's gonna go up. Everybody's following's gonna go up because it's gonna be a store for everybody else. But I commend all of them for, taking the adult stance. The adult stance, we shouldn't take the adult stuff of being bashful towards each other in that way, but being adult enough to say, like, it was a friendship that just ended. Maybe we don't know how it ended. We don't know Storm's really side of like how he felt, because if you hear Country saying, look, I've been on this man for years, and he really not like that to be like that. And that's a different, and I don't think Country's gonna lie about that. I'm sorry. Like, the baby ain't gonna lie about that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking the Kang ain't gonna lie about that. I just don't see that. So I don't take that in like that lightly. So because me, I have a cut off. I'm Aquarius, and I like to say, for me, I give you caution before I cut you the fuck off. But who knows what happened? Who knows? But friendship isn't easy. But what I'm saying, you have good friends. Sometimes my advice is just for other people too. If you have good friends and they're a good friend, and you're a person to get kind of wrapped up in your own world a lot, and then out the blue you wake up like kind of like how Love Jones did, wake up like, I'm blocked. It's like, you can like listen to the whole beginning of her whole video, like there was something there. You just sit there and listen to it. She's like, wait a minute, I'm blocked. Like, fuck, like, hold on, when did that happen? Like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, like everything's awakening. Like, what happened? Like, we just like, I was tied up in my own world, and yeah, sometimes I don't, because our own worlds can be so much confined with everything that's going on in the world. just as us live, just being black in in America. Damn, it's the old segment, but just I try to think about the box. One of my friends taught me about this theory about and thinking styles, and I love that thinking style of what she said. It's like a box. It's like levels of boxes, okay? And sometimes people live in different dimensions of those boxes. And sometimes people live at that level where they're just consumed with everything that's probably in that area of their neighborhood, and that's all they've ever seen. And some people concerned with that. But sometimes people look at it. When I see a situation, I look at a person, I look at those boxes. I like to go to the top of that box. When I say the top of that box is that each individual is living at each individual level of their box. Sometimes they have the higher the box level chain that you get, or higher level chain that you get to look down. So you have more sentiment, you have more understanding towards a person. You have less biases, you have less homophobia, you have um less less racism or less whatever, because you understand that sentiment from all different angles of that box. You understand the sentiment of how people were raised, generations, centuries, colonization, slavery, things like that. Everything combines, and it makes this big ultimate world of like, oh, it's just all deemed to be fucked up anyway. Yeah, this kind of deemed to be fucked up. God, hey, not saying we ready, but could you do a soft reset where everybody's still alive, like a mind reset? Can you do that? No. All right. So kind of the thing. And for me, I go to the top of that box and I look down and I can see a sentiment of like, my word is trapped, like for Lil Jones, like my word is trapped in this, but this still my friend. But you don't see him from that world, like you don't see him from that world, but everything else that combined with it, just life in general. And sometimes people get so consumed, they don't see that I have to stop and say, hey, let me care about this person that's connected to me as well, because you're so consumed in your own world. You're not outside that box of that. And if you come outside that box of that, and you see, oh, this person is really there for me. Like I have a best friend, like I love her genuinely, because outside the box of that, I care about her world outside of my box. You see what I'm saying? It's bigger than you. And then that's bigger than you. And then that's bigger than you. Then you get to understanding who Black American people is being bigger than. It's bigger, and your brain has to be able to go there. It's a thing. Um so anyway, yeah, shout out to all people. And in this video, like I it not to be I'm not gonna be shady towards nobody. I think all aspects are aspects. I'm gonna go back and shop it the right way. I think hopefully it works out well. But value friendships if they are real friendships. Shout out to Lil Jones. Yes, more your friendships, because you don't just be friends with somebody for 20 years, then you get cut off and you don't talk to them, then not miss them. It doesn't work that way. Like I miss my friend. Like you be grown now. The thing is, people be angry and bitter and stupid because they don't ever want to take accountability for how they really, really, truly feel. And sometimes you can communicate that feeling and talk to the person and get an understanding of that, right? And be able to emotionally sustain the situation and be able to deal with it outside of emotion. But whatever. People are sometimes so eager, so stupid. But thank you for being here. And like I say, yeah, that was my little breakdown of that. That's something I will cover on that. You can hit me back later on for more politics and more news and more things like that. I'll try to come back on. I'm trying to do better. But we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you, Lord. We're almost at 10,000. Shout out to everybody. I'm trying to learn how to grow my page, trying to do it the right way. I've seen a lot of different things. So but yeah, hit subscribe, and thank you for being here. It's good to be, who I am. It's good to be, alive. And it's also good to know that I know where I come from. I know who I am. I know the culture that exists within me and with outside of me as well. It is good to know that being Black, being presentable, being excellent, being resilient, and having a fight. Sometimes I hear people say that all Black Americans do is complain and make noise, you know. But hey, do you ever think about what would you be if we didn't complain and make motherfucking noise? Think about it. Would you want to go and change that? Okay. Look at us. We saved white women. Black people alone saved white women. Not only ourselves and all other demographics of black and dysphorias of black, they don't realize, but we save the world. Yes, we did. Sometimes it's okay to pat ourselves on the back for that. So we in that season of patting ourselves on the back for that. So be sentimental of knowing that sometimes we black people waking up and saying like, yeah, bitch, we paved the way. Yes, we did. We've been saying that for years. So don't get mad. Embrace it and thank God for it. Okay, it's not a bad thing that black Americans are fighting and saying we paved the way. Be grateful that they are saying we paved the way, because if you're saying all they do is complain and all they do is make racket and this and that, you're missing the valid point. You're missing the valid point of why we made noise. If the lady that started the bus movement back in the day before Rosa Parks, because it was one before Rosa Parks, it definitely made light of it. But if they didn't make racket, if Martin didn't make racket, if Fred didn't make racket, if they didn't make racket, what America would we all live in? Why would we not be this would not be the country you want to come to, baby. Look at what it was. You wouldn't want to come here. So y'all Somalians and y'all other demographics and y'all other dysphorias of black, you got to understand, you got to respect the black American culture for what it is, because if they had not made noise, if they have not complained, if they have not did those things from 1964 plus, you would have not came here. Because before that, you couldn't. You would be scared to come here. This is America. But we changed that. Black people alone. We changed it. Did y'all know that? We changed that. We did. That's powerful. We changed that. Okay. If you go back 200 years before this, 150, maybe just a little bit over 100 actually. Nobody, no Jamaican, African, no Somalian, none of them would want to come over here. None of them would want to come here. None of them. They would be, cattle. They would be some to be sharecroppers or whatever. They would be that. They would not be. But guess what? We made so much racket and we got so tired of this shit. We changed it. And it's okay to pat ourselves on the back for that. So if you're saying that you're mad that we're loud and we're just unresistant and we have a fight, understand the same fight freed you. And we also, again, we saved white women. They should be more grateful for us that we saved white America and we saved white women. Foundation of Black Americans saved white women, because we have never screamed. We had never fought. You wouldn't have a white liberal woman right now. There's not a Karen. Thank God for them. No, but seriously, we saved the world. We did. It killed so many of us. So many of us, our ancestors, so many of us for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And it's so sad because like so many untold stories of people that were just lynched and murdered and hung and burned and properties tortured and fortunes scrambled through and sold, and to be taken and then saying, hey, you're made to be cattle. Sad, right? And you would think people would not heal from that, and we forgave it. The thing is with white people sometimes I think something, but we forgive. We're black foundation, we're very forgiving. That's why Somalis and Africa, because see, when they passed civil rights law, they could have definitely put a cap and say, listen, we just talking about us. I think it was about everybody, because it was everybody was included. We had different, Native Americans that was here, because it was already people here as well. We all got together and we changed that. We infumed them and said, hey, I could imagine, like, you watch some of the old movies that really like go into detail. Some of the movies I love, it's amazing because go back and they like, They really touch things that just really just so sentiment to me. Maybe because I was born in Mississippi and Memphis, Tennessee raised me, but that could be it too. But all a part of that, it makes it that you're resilient. So I sometimes I think it's good to think bigger and think beyond the box, of who we are, because it's systematically they made us to be fucked up. They want us to be fucked up. They want us to fight each other. That's what they do. Okay, they play in our fucking faces, and we fall for this shit every damn time. We should all get together. We should get a real trick for the ass. That's what we should do. And say, look, fuck them. So show y'all what we can do. Y'all trick us every day. We fall for the plot. Anyway, thank you for being here. Get out my brain. But yeah, it's just what it is, I'm so sorry, y'all. I ain't see shit. I was just talking. But love my black people. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. We are here. We are, and I'm black and alive. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. What tripped me out the other day. What got me was the other day was tripped me out is sometimes people don't get why black is such a black is such a phenomenal thing. Why we do is like we do have culture. You know what I'm saying? Like they, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna go into my plot. This wasn't even my story. But I'm black and you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Yeah. Black and I'm proud. And I'm loud, goddamn. Oh Lord. I'm just playing. Anyway, I love y'all. Hit like, subscribe, and you know what I'm saying? Be out. Yeah, that was fun. Let me see if I have any media assets in here already set. I don't know. Sometimes I have things already set up in my world, and sometimes I don't. This page, because I use StreamYard this time. I was gonna use add in Facebook, but I ain't had that because I got to come live later on today. But yeah, hit that like, subscribe. We're almost at 10,000. I'm gonna go back and release this on public. So yeah. If you're here, you're here. All right, bye y'all. I'm gonna get off here because I gotta restart later on. So yeah, shout out to every content creator. Go follow everybody. CTV. Go follow Storm. Go follow. I shout out to all love to all my black people because that's what we got to do. Bye.